Ladies and gents, hobos and tramps, cockeyed mosquitoes and bow-legged ants, I'm Dinky Doo and I welcome you to our very first quiz story. That's right, this is the first video in a series we're calling Quiz Stories. Here's how it works. I'll ask you a question. Then I'm going to tell you a story. Lastly, you'll get the answer. Normally, we do live quiz shows where the subscribers answer in the live chat, gain points, and win prizes. If you're into that sort of thing, or you like these stories, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss anything. With that out of the way, here's the question. Who did Mark Antony divorce to be with Cleopatra? Marcus Antonius was born in Rome in 83 BC. He was related on his mother's side to Julius Caesar and served under Caesar in Gaul. According to Cicero, Mark Antony's first wife was Phidea, the daughter of an ex-slave. Not much is known about her, but it is believed they had a few children together. The love faded and he moved on to greener pastures, namely those of his first paternal cousin, Antonia Minor, who he would eventually divorce after he found her cheating on him. If you can't trust family, who can you trust? Down on his luck, he decided he needed a woman with class, power, and prestige. His marriage to Fulvia fulfilled all of these requirements. They had so much in common. She was his third wife. He was her third husband. She was power hungry, and so was he. Love. After the fall of Caesar, Mark Antony published Caesar's will, which revealed that he had left 300 Caesars to every man in Rome, equivalent to about $500 today. Caesar also stated in his will that his impressive gardens were to become parks for those who lived in the city. People love free stuff. Publishing Caesar's will was a great idea because it helped Mark Antony to gain favor with the people of Rome. Caesar had big shoes to fill, and at the young age of 19, his adopted son and named heir needed help. So Octavian formed an alliance with Mark Antony and Marcus Lepidus that would become known as the Second Triumvirate. Octavian and Lepidus were in the west, Antony was in the east. Fulvia did everything she could to support Mark Antony during his absence from Rome. She defended him publicly, even visited veterans to remind them of their debt to him, all the while raising legions to fight his enemies on his behalf. But she also orchestrated a war against Octavian as a ploy to get Antony to return from his affair to Rome, the affair being with Cleopatra herself. You might be thinking, that's it. He left Fulvia for Cleopatra. And there's little doubt that he would have eventually, but Fulvia saved him the trouble by dying of a sudden and unknown illness. Fulvia's death, along with the refusal of their soldiers to fight, allowed the three amigos to strike a new power-sharing agreement. As a symbol of their renewed alliance, Antony married Octavia, Octavian's sister. Antony soon went east again and took up his affair with Cleopatra, becoming involved with her both romantically and politically. Cleopatra saw her alliance with Antony as a wonderful opportunity to revive the past glories of the royal family line from which she was descended. Antony ceded territory and granted titles to Cleopatra's family. Antony and Cleopatra had 3 children together, among them a set of twins. After suffering defeats in Armenia, Mark Antony again found himself with Cleopatra in Egypt. With her financial support, he went back to Armenia to fight again, but this time he was successful. As he returned from Alexandria, a mock Roman triumph ceremony was celebrated in the streets. The parade through the city was a pastiche of Rome's most important military celebration. For the finale, the whole city was summoned to hear a very important political statement. Surrounded by Cleopatra and their children, Antony ended his alliance with Octavian. After giving a bunch of property that didn't belong to him to his children, he got down to the business of plotting to usurp power from Octavian. Another civil war was beginning, and at this point Mark Antony had no need for Octavia, so he divorced her to be with Cleopatra. Now you know that it's Octavia that Mark Antony divorced to be with Cleopatra. This question I'd like you to answer in the comments. How did it work out for Mark Antony and Cleopatra? Do you think he made the right choice despite the outcome? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.